What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Unreal Engine 5 game development live stream where we're back in our Gas Course project, an action game built from scratch, of course, using Unreal Engine 5, C++, blueprints, the gameplay ability system plugin, and all that good stuff. So, I'm trying to figure out the best way to handle melee combos, and I'm trying to use state trees, and I'm running into what you're seeing now, a crash, more or less. That I want to try to fix, but I don't know really. Like state tree, at least on the code side, is something I'm not super duper familiar with. So like at this point, like I'm struggling. So I'm wondering if this is even the best path forward, or if I'm like kind of running myself preemptively into a wall. So that's what we're gonna try to figure out. We're gonna mess around with state trees a little bit, see what happens. Hey, how's it going, Kavazar? Thanks for popping in and saying hello. But I'm trying to think of other ways that I can, because like the point I want to try to do with state trees is use it as a way to kind of track my melee combos and know which stage I'm going to go to, so I can do light attack 1, light attack 2 that goes into heavy attack 3 or heavy attack 1 again, and kind of getting a state machine like flow. And I know there's like the melee combo graph plugin and stuff like that, but I don't really want to purchase it. I want to kind of try to solve this on my own. And I know there's like dirty ways to do it as well. Have some sort of like melee component, and you listen to the input events from there. But I thought using state tree might have been clever, but I'm just running into. I'm basically failing is ready to run. This is returning false. So valid tree must have at least one state and valid instance data. So for some reason that's just not working. So I guess I could potentially do some debugging there to see exactly what's failing and what's not. Because ideally what I'm trying to do right now is create a task that lets me to listen to enhanced input. But, I'm immediately kind of failing. And on the code side for state trees, it's very foreign subject to me. So I'm not sure what the best way to handle this stuff is. So that's basically what we're doing today. Just struggle for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And maybe have some laughs along the way, So we'll see what happens. And yeah, there's not much, at least from what I found, because state trees are so new, there isn't much documentation, at least from what I know. There's some helpful stuff I'll post in here, where it says crashing when using get instance data may be caused from a missing get instance data type. So crashing when using get external data may be caused by attempting to access external data that doesn't exist. For example, if you try to access an AI controller and your link and your state tree is in the pawn. But yeah, there's no like code examples really to derive from. Like they have this like play contextual animation thing, but I don't think it does any external data, does it? Whoops. No, it does not. So let's see. Yeah, again, ultimately, my goal is this. So, what are exactly state trees? I'm quite new to that concept. More or less, it's a state machine. Its primary use is for like AI-driven logic. So you just have different states that can execute different tasks. And you can have different conditions and transitions in between ones. So you can have like a task to move to a location, transition to an attack once you reach a certain distance. But you kind of have to make all of these transitions and things up yourself. And you can do it in blueprints. They have blueprintable versions of these things, but there are some things I don't think are accessible in the blueprint versions. But we can at least double check. So let's see, elf male. I know this is where I have my state tree guy, but like I don't know if this is the best place to do it or if it is supposed to be like the controller. So we can also open up the controller and just add it there for funsies. State tree. Not state tree AI, but whatever. And there's the melee. Oops, not this one. The melee combo base. And basically, this is our state tree, right? We have a root, and we have things kind of printing and stuff like this. And then basically, I want to have a task here that listens for input and just kind of passes that along to the state tree, you know? And just for the sake of trying something out, I do have tasks already. So maybe I can, because there's wait for event. So maybe I can do it potentially that way. Because I believe with the enhanced input, it is sending some sort of event to activate the ability, if I'm not mistaken. But let's try it. So wait for input, right? I just want to know if I can actually, like, we have the enter and exit and all that stuff. I wonder if we're able to do any enhanced input. So melee, light, attack. So we can have these kinds of things, I think. Let's just see what were to happen if I were to just, you know, print string, you know, light attack. And then instead of this one here, let us replace it with wait for input. And let's just have it root, and then that just goes to an idle for now. So it's basically the same as the finite state machine, more or less, yes. But hopefully in the 5.6 version, it's a more robust system. Okay, so let me press light attack. Yeah, I'm not getting any sort of response here. Yeah, no. Now, if I were to have, like, an enhanced input component, am I able to do any sort of assigning or binding? No. So yeah, ultimately that's what I want to try to figure out, if I can actually do that or not. But it just seems like it's a no-go. So let's see. So we might need to ask, you know, AI for help here. So I don't know, like, I have, at least from my understanding, like I have like these external data handles where I can say like, okay, I want access to the enhanced input component, but I don't know how to get like the actual object. Like it supposedly links it and everything like that, but I don't really know exactly what that means. So if I just do the input listener task again, and I do melee light attack, and yeah, I do that input Is it test or let's find test. Yeah, input state tree.test. Honestly, this shouldn't do anything. Hopefully it doesn't break anything, but no. See, we got this. So I would need to kind of know how do I access this input component. So how to get enhanced input component from this kind of handle. Like, I don't know how correct this is either, like this AI tool that comes with Writer. Because there's this const input data context dot get external data. So am I able to say, like, you enhanced input component, input component equals context dot get external data, and then my input component handle? I didn't mean to do that. So what's this difference? So cannot initialize local variable input component of type you enhance it with. Okay. Now, is it because like this isn't a pointer? So I wonder if that's even valid. You know what I mean? Now, can I say something along the lines of like, so, whoops. So if then new log I say input component dot get name. Is there a safe name? Get safe. Get name. Get path name safe. Thought there was. So I wonder if this even will come true. So I can also put a breakpoint there, because why not? Let's do a hot reload. And again, with the stuff that is breaking, there's like the context.send event. And it has like shared events and stuff like that, but so there is this context, and then there's the send event. So it does all this, and then it does like the local queue and stuff, but then yeah, it checks. Yeah, if is not valid. So for whatever reason, we get here, we do this. And it goes to here, root state tree is ready to run. This fails. And in a not very silent way. So I'm not too sure at the moment why this fails. That's like the big thing. Okay, so live coding failed. Yay. So unexpected token struck. Did you forget a... So, okay. So I forgot something. So let's close out. So in line 93... All right, so in some header file, I think I broke something. So let's try to fix that. Ugh. Okay. I should have paid attention to the error in the editor because I don't know what header file it was complaining about. Now we gotta wait for it to compile and fail again. Excuse me. And yeah, my computer tends to struggle. Let's see. All right, so building 25 actions definitely means I did something incorrectly here. So a state execution context, line 93. Okay. Yeah. Whoopsie doopsie. But yeah, let's try that once more. Because yeah, I'm still not 100% sure how it gets the stuff here. So state tree linker also broke. What did I do? Oh my god. My god, what did I do? Alright, just to be sure, I am going to... Oh, hey, Boo Boo. A wild kitty has entered the chat. How you doing, Boo Boo? Okay, so still we got a problem. I don't know what I did here. Oh, Boo Boo. She likes the pen. I don't know if you can see her. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, so I don't know if I changed a line and fucked it up. Yeah, I'm not sure. No, Boo Boo, no. Now she's gonna be laying on my arms and I'm not gonna be able to type. So link external data. Is it this causing a problem? Yes. Okay, so some reason that line breaks things. I don't know if there's any sort of like reference for this stuff, man. Let's see. state tree, how to link external data. Yeah, I don't think there's any explicit documentation, so I don't know what this AI is going to scrub, honestly. So yeah, new property, anywhere, T, external data, virtual bool link. So in your actor component, so now is it because like I need to somehow do that? So maybe I need to do that. Doesn't hurt to try. We're all learning here. So I think, so I have to go into my player controller for sure. Let's go to that class. So there's player controller. No. I need to, yeah, there's a lot of legacy stuff too that I need to get rid of, I think. I'm going to spend some time with my project. Have a nice evening and good luck. Thank you very much. Thanks for popping in. It's much appreciated. So yeah, let's go. Controller. I did not mean to play editor. So get elf mail. Let's just make sure I'm on the same page. Yeah, there's so much stuff that I don't really need anymore. So let me put it up. My mouse is misbehaving. So is it use state tree component? Sorry, Boo Boo, I need you to leave. So have fun, Boo Boo. So use state tree component. So it's gonna be something along the lines of this, right? We're declaring it. Oh yeah, let's get rid of that. So you property class use state tree component. State tree component. And then let's just clean up what we're doing. Then in the CPP, I need to do, yeah, something along the lines of this. But it's Is it just state tree? No. I need to do what? What's the include on this? Is it just like state tree component? No. Do that. Hopefully Google won't fail me. Okay, we should be good now. Let me also do this. Let me also create a function here. I don't think it needs to be a view function or anything. I can also change this. So state tree for player. We can say now void initialize state tree. Make it down here. Yeah, I think this class needs to be really cleaned up because I don't need a lot of it. Let's just clean this up. So set up input component. Can move interrupt. I don't think that's necessary, but again, the ability system component, reprocess post, on possess, creating. Yeah, so hit result under mouse cursor we don't need anymore. Don't need that version. Get mouse position viewport. I don't think we need that anymore. Not even this one. I don't think I need to do these either. Honestly, these using gamepad. I don't think we need that. I'm gonna get a bunch of errors after doing this, so let's just deal with it. I just want to remove on rep, on tick. We don't need to do that. Damage, yes. So can move interrupt. Let's remove that. Can move interrupt. Garbage. Let's just have a smaller class here. Yeah, there's input buffering. I need to make sure I keep that. Probably would need to move that into a component now that I'm single player. I don't have to worry about a bunch of stuff. Oh, this is the character. Whoops. Here we go. Let's add our virtual specifiers so we don't get yelled at. We don't need this or the cache location anymore. Is using gamepad? No. Don't need this. This. Don't need this. Don't need hit result under mouse cursor. Maybe we need that. Camera rotation, movement, or blah blah blah. We don't need that. We don't need any of those. That's missing virtual. If I could spell it. Tick. We don't need this. Move interrupt. No. This is also legacy crap. So now this should be cleaner. Again, we're gonna get compile errors, I am sure. But yeah. Yeah, let's just do that as well. What else? Yeah, we don't need any of those. Good there. Don't need a lot of these. Okay, so that's generally cleaner. So now we have our new state tree component. Now we have initialized state tree. So I want to say, because yeah, there is this whole like F external data. Like I'm not sure where this should actually be. Like where I'm needing to declare this kind of stuff. Oh, hey. You're just in time to see me struggle with C++ and state trees. So, what's up, man? Now, can I say on... I'll say on possess. So if state tree component start logic. Now I probably won't need to call like initialize, right? Initialize state tree. But yeah, again, I don't know. It's like get or create external data, and like I'm not sure how it's using this. So let's compile and just get the errors here. I struggle with state trees also, so we're in this together. Yeah, for sure. Like I'm hoping in 5.6 they have more examples of it being used, because my only context is from work, but I'm more designer facing and not like code facing. And yeah, I just cleaned up a bunch of stuff in this player controller, so I'm suspecting errors. So and again, this is all trying to get some sort of melee combo state tree kind of setup to work. And I don't know if this is like, again, the best way to do it. I can always just brute force something within a component. Just don't like, I don't know. Like, do I really want to handle melee combos through just like a flat integer? And just be like, okay, left, you did light attack, then light attack, light attack, light attack, and you know it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, just counting like that. Or if it needs to be more. So move to mouse hit location, we don't need that anymore. Don't need this anymore. I don't think we need these whole recentering stuff and edge panning. Don't need any recentering. Edge panning, no. camera speed based on that distance. I don't think we need any more. On movement updated. I don't think this is relevant anymore. Auto attach within distance. Yeah, that's not relevant anymore. We need some time for content on stage race to come. The biggest issue of this is lack of tutorials and examples. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm kind of like hitting my head with it. And like, yeah, there's just not enough documentation like you mentioned. So recenter camera, we don't need that. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Don't need that. I don't know why I'm deciding. I think I'm just putting off the inevitable. Because I'm like, I don't want to deal with state trees at the moment. Yeah, move camera. Don't need that. Input move camera. I don't think we need either. Camera zoom. We have rotate camera axis. I don't know if we need this anymore. Looking, we do move, yeah. Bind that, yeah. Tag release, tag press, ticking. So yeah, we definitely don't need any more of these camera curve stuff. We don't need this. Hopefully I don't just absolutely destroy my game. Yeah, we don't need this thing anymore. All good there. Binding, mapping. Don't need this edging thing. We don't need this thing. Don't need this thing. Don't need this thing. Need that. Don't need that. We don't need that either. Initialize camera, sure. Input buffer stuff, that'll need to move to a component at some point. Linking atom layers and then construction of stuff. That seems fine. Now here, yeah, we have a bunch of stuff we don't need anymore. We can hopefully nuke a bunch. Is this explaining about virtual? Virtual and virtual. But I'm thinking about selling my Switch for a Steam Deck. I have all my games digital on my Switch. Is there a way to transfer over the games to my Steam Deck? From a Nintendo Switch to a Steam Deck? I don't think that's possible, no. Yeah, my head is mad big. I'm getting so fat again, man. Not happy about it. These things we don't need anymore. I don't think we need these anymore. We don't need that anymore. Don't think those are needed anymore. I think that's all kosher. Bunch of stuff here we can get rid of. Alright, let's try compiling again. Darn, that's the only thing that's preventing me from switching. Okay, time for the T-Bell diet. Yeah, I just need to have like constant flow of diarrhea. I mean, I would still say a Steam Deck is worth it. I bought a Steam Deck a while ago, like during the main time of the COVID lockdowns. But, you know, I'm picking it back up again just to play some indie games. And I think it's worthwhile, and I'm sure there's better hardware now for it. So, I think it's worth it at this point. Let's see what else we broke. So, mouse position, project down to world. So camera trace, so yeah, I probably broke something. But yeah, we don't need this. Don't need this. So move and B can't move camera. Do this. So input rotate camera axis. I don't know if we need this anymore. Let's just get rid of that. Because my thing is, hey Wavy Creative, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. I'm new to game development and wanted to know if you have some starter tips for creating games in Unreal Engine or Unity. I mean, I think your best bet for any starter tips is to just jump in, figure out what exactly you want to create, and just start finding tutorials online that kind of satisfy that. And taking it from there. And that's both for Unity and for Unreal, honestly. So knowing what kind of game you want to make, or what kind of features you want to make, what kind of mechanics you want to make, and going from there. Okay, so I definitely should recover mouse position deprojected to world from our player controller. Let's try to fix that. Where's the .h's player controller? So I need mouse position deprojected to world and mouse direction. So these guys. I don't really know how they're updated, honestly. I think I was way too trigger happy. Because yeah, there's update mouse position in viewport that I think I need to recover as well. So let's do that. So maybe here. And then, yeah, view function. Let's generate that. Let's go to the CPP here. So let's find the update. I think that's what we're looking for. Get mouse position and viewport implementation. So now that's update. So there's this get mouse position as well. And that's on tick. Okay, so let's try to fix this again. Where is this get? So there's update and then there's get. So get mouse right here. There's that, and then yeah, now in CPP. So because my thing is, I'm in college, so I have a limited budget, and having a PC is impossible just because I live with my parents. I enjoy the Switch, but I have a game on my Steam library, but I'm on Mac and have to do a lot of workarounds to get the games to run. Oof, that's rough. I'm not sure. There might be some ways to put Switch games onto a Steam Deck, honestly, but I don't know of any. So get mouse position in viewport implementation. Let's grab that. So yeah, we need to bring these back. We don't have to do anything with state tree for some reason. I don't know why that's there. Like that. And then we got on tick. What was tick doing? Tick was doing get mouse in viewport. We have get mouse viewport, and then there's the update one. And I think this was literally just like that and like that. And yeah, I don't think we care about roles anymore because we're not really doing multiplayer anymore. But that should fix that problem. Let's see if we can compile. And I think, if I saw correctly, I think they released 5.6 on GitHub for Unreal Engine. Auto attachment distance, fine, bye-bye. Is that the only thing left? No, they just have 5.6 right now. So this branch is 6 commits ahead of and 151,000 commits behind the release version. I wonder, like, I pressed the sync fork button, but not sure what that's going to look like. So let's see if our game completely breaks after just nuking shit all to hell. Let's have some faith here in us and ourselves. But we gotta take this state tree stuff, I think, one step at a time. Like, I need to obviously just add a state tree component, which we're doing, and starting that state tree component logic, which I'm also doing in the controller. So on possess here, we're saying if state tree component, initialize state tree. And obviously that doesn't do anything right now. There are also something, so source class. Yeah, it won't be replicated, but I don't care about it being replicated. I should be able to just update that so that it's not replicated. Let's just see if I can correctly spawn stuff in a second here. I think my player controller will have 2 state tree components. I don't know why it's called. It says follow camera. I'm going to update that. But yeah, melee combo base. Boom. Do I get a crash? No, I can still move around. I can still control stuff. I click, it's fine. All good, and we see player state tree. Hip hip hooray. So let's just do one last cleanup here. Doesn't need to be anything. I don't even think I need to make it blueprint read only. Just be like that. This doesn't have to be server or reliable. I don't even think it needs to be a U function or have a category or anything in it. So I could probably just do this. And then why is this thing called parentheses follow camera? That's why. Blueprint category, we're gonna say state tree. Allow private access, sure. And then .cpp text state tree component. Hooray. Now down here I can get rid of the underscore implementation. I should also be able to just write these directly. Like, they should just be able to update without that need here. So they get Massachusetts viewport, right? Because it writes those in. So it deprojects the world. But maybe I can get away with that. So controller. It's not implemented. And then this one. Why is this saying it's not implemented? Oh. I deleted the wrong one. So that should be okay. Oh. So now these warnings should be gone. And then we just gotta check our, I guess, our aim cast ability to make sure that's still valid. And then we're more or less kosher. Because I wonder if I need to, for example, create a custom state tree component. So like a GASC state tree component, and create within that component this custom external data or something. Because there's this struct gameplay tag, run status, all that. So initialize, start cleanup is running. Get schema. Send state tree event. Also, set context requirements, state tree refs, overrides, blah, blah, blah. F state tree instance data. Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly, if I'm going to be reals. So I think our best bet is just a bit like first I need to make sure its running is true, I suppose. And maybe I need to make a custom one. And within this custom one, I have this custom struct of external data. Because there's like F, your external data. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I can really say at the moment. Okay. Let's open up our stuff again. Now, this is our character, this is our controller. Let's just double check everything. So it seems like there's 2 of those states going. So this still works, still kills it. Perfect. So we didn't break everything completely. So that's nice. Wait, I'm seeing basically redundancies here on this player state tree stuff. Do I have it also? Yes, I do have it in my player. So let's delete that. That's in our character. So now in our controller, still says follow camera. Okay, so there's 2 of them. So that's great. I don't know why there's 2 state tree components there, but yeah, it's only showing 1. So I want to say, so do we have it on tick somewhere? Yes. Do I have a function? Can I say is running? Right. It is running. Okay. I don't know how to fix this. Because yeah, I have it here. And it's fixed up here, no? So I'm not too sure why there's a duplicate. Oops. But let's take this one step at a time now. So let me look again. So can I say, like, context is valid, right? Can I say, like, if context is valid, UE log temp context is valid, right? Let's do a reload here. Because maybe I can get away with things being not 100% the way they're supposed to be within this state tree. Because the problem is quite literally that it just crashes when I try to send a gameplay event. Or send a state tree event, I should say. And it's not super clear to me why. So slowly compiling like usual. Okay. We cooked. So let's see. Do we crash when I do that? It's just also we're getting print string spam. So let's go to the output log real quick. Clear. Now I should have something if it was good. So context is valid. So that's good. And again, it's printing twice. I don't like that. So I think in order to fix that, we need to go back to the controller. That. Do that. Do that. Recompile. So basically recompile it so that it's gone, add it back. So hopefully just one instance will appear. I don't know why I did that. That's weird. How's everybody else doing on this fine Thursday? We got a chatter from YouTube. Hello, bro. I am new. Hello, Spark. Welcome and being new. Hopefully you're still there. Hopefully you're doing good. Hope people are excited for Friday. Going to Amsterdam for the weekend. Starting Saturday morning. Gotta wake up pretty early. Going for King's Day weekend. Gonna be fun. Gonna go on a party boat. And then the following weekend is like the long weekend because it's Majówka in Poland, but you know, the 1st of May and stuff like that. Hey, Cena Strikes, how you doing? Yeah. You're just in time to see no progress being made. What I would love is to basically be able to send an event without the editor and engine crashing, you know? If I can get that done, I would be unstoppable. So right now we're just recompiling after commenting out some stuff, because for whatever reason, when I switched some text with the state tree component that I was instantiating inside of the controller, it ended up creating 2 of them in the controller. So hopefully by commenting those things out, yeah, we don't have anything there anymore. So now we gotta close out, go back into our player controller, move that here. And in our source, we can do that. Hopefully just do that. So fingers crossed. Is anyone, yeah, on the low? Like, I'm super excited to play Expedition 33. I think I'm gonna play that before I play the Oblivion remake. I've heard really, really good things for that game. I'm not much into turn-based combat, but it still looks interesting to play. Honestly, has anyone? It comes out today, I think. So as soon as that paycheck hits, you know I'm gonna be getting it. And I think it was made with Unreal Engine 5 too, and I think they used the gameplay ability system in some capacity, if I saw the behind the scenes correctly. So, you know, for those trying to learn game dev within Unreal Engine, definitely try learning the gameplay ability system. There's a lot of cases where a lot of studios are using it. So it'll be good to know. Alright, so fingers crossed now. We'll only have one state tree component inside of our controller. And we can slowly make progress from there. Because we know the context is valid. Just don't start with guess if you have no experience. Good call. Yeah. The system in general is intimidating. There's a lot to it. There's a lot of setup to it. But there is a good amount of documentation, not official. Well, some of it's official, some of it's not. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. I think Talos, you make a good point. And also it's just for, you know, certain game types as well, certain genres. So pick and choose your battles wisely there. Okay, so it's doing it again. I don't know how well you guys can see that, but I have two state tree components. So this is what I'm dealing with at the moment. Just for the sake of continuing, try to get some sort of progress, let me add code here that says context.send event. I'm gonna say f name. Let me grab this. Let me just hard code this in. I see like f gameplay tag, request tag, f name, yes. Like that. So something to that effect. And so what I'm hoping doesn't happen is when I spawn, I don't crash. That would be ideal. And again, because there's two state tree components, I don't know what the result's going to be. And I'm really annoyed by the fact that that's happening. And I don't know really, how to fix that. Maybe I could just change the component variable name? Or do I have to do like a cleanup, delete the build and intermediate files and generate uProject files again and hope for the best? Don't know. Okay. So fingers crossed. Okay. So that's good. So it doesn't crash. Because we get to send event, which goes into is valid, which goes to is ready to run. We should get to that, right? Because yeah, this so states num, yeah, like that all looks fine. Oh, hip hip hooray! So now let's just, I don't know what I need to do for that. All right, let's go hardcore. Let's generate the uProject files. So let's delete binaries and intermediate. It's like 20 gigs of crap, usually. I guess not that time. So saved. That stuff, source. Let's just confirm I deleted everything correctly. Cool. Right click. Generate project files. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, we're kosher. Let's open up Writer again. Let's let it do its thing. Let's let it chill for a second. And then we'll play. Yeah, one of the games that I'm playing on Steam Deck at the moment, if it'll show, called Death's Door. It's a lot like Hyper Light Drifter, just different art style. I think they call it a Souls-like. It's kind of difficult. Like the more difficult aspect of it, obviously, like I die, and combat in itself is a little bit difficult. But the more frustrating point is just the spawn locations. Like you kind of have to start again at the very entrance of, I don't know if you want to call it a dungeon or anything like that, but there isn't very good waypoints, save points, checkpoints so far. Maybe that's intended, but I find it as a source of frustration. Makes it hard to keep going. I wonder what other people thought. Frustrating bugs, performance issues, other irritations. What are is there cons? The setting to turn off the control's vibration did not work. Bizarrely high GPU usage, no borderless window mode, inconsistent boss design. If you press the dodge button while charging a spell, you should still dodge, oftentimes, all the time. Receive achievements. Okay, people don't have the same kind of complaint as me. It's a Souls-like. The idea of the game seems cool, but after playing it, I wouldn't recommend it to myself, and therefore I won't recommend this to others. Okay. Have you played Sifu? I have. Yeah, I beat that very recently. It's been in my library for a long time, and I finally pulled the trigger on it. And yeah, it's really good. Like, I kind of fell into the pattern of trying to parry everything, and then I realized, you can just kind of bob and weave and dodge and stuff like that, and that was a better playstyle for me, at least. So yeah, I beat it within about 8 hours. And yeah, I had a good time with it. I did play the first Hades. I didn't play Hades 2. I should give them another go. I don't think I even beat Hades, but I know I played it. I don't know. Do I have it in my Steam library? I know for sure I probably have the first one. But Hades 2. What's the alphabet? H as in Hades. Yes, I have Hades. Yeah, I only played 2.5 hours. But yeah, maybe I should play more. I played Baldur's Gate. Had a lot of fun there. Did one playthrough. Maybe I'll play it again. Not sure. I played Bastion a long time ago. Didn't beat it. Honestly, I played BioShock, beat that. Black Myth Wukong I played and beat. That was a good time. I had recently played Blade Chimera as well. That was pretty good. A nice short game. Very digestible. Alright, let's compile while we talk about games in the meantime. Blake Stone, Aliens of Gold. I don't know. I don't remember buying this one. I tried playing Bramble, but 15 minutes. I don't know. It didn't really captivate me. Breath Edge I had in my library for a long time. I don't know if I'm going to play it. Broken Age was pretty good. I heard good things about Brothers. I haven't played that. Celeste was a good time. Beat that. Beat Control. Crab Game's not what I'm thinking about. What's that Souls-like crab game? Because I want to play that. Of course, I played Cyberpunk 2077 and Phantom Liberty. That was also a good time. I gotta play Horizon for sure. I liked Firewatch when I played that. I recently played Ghost of Tsushima. I'm excited for Ghost of Yote. 102 hours probably max. Yeah, for sure. I got the demo for this game. This game looked super interesting. Holston. You have like this interesting kind of like top-down vibe, and then you can switch to first person. I don't know if it's in both combat and non-combat situations. I think this is made by a Polish developer, but yeah, you get that really cool over-the-shoulder perspective. That looks super cool with this art style. I have the demo, didn't play it, but I want to buy the game when it comes out. I just recently beat Hyper Light Drifter. That was a good time. Playing through It Takes Two with my girlfriend. Katana Zero, I'm interested in. Like, I want to kind of just dive into a lot smaller games. Just because, these bigger open world games, play 60 to 100 hours into. Yes, it's worth it, but, I'd also like to inject, like, smaller experiences within it. So if anyone has any recommendations, definitely let me know in the chat. Katana Zero is very good. All right, awesome. Good to hear. For bigger games, it sometimes feels like a second job with the amount of playtime required. True. Very true. So who in chat thinks that doing this whole thing of removing binaries, intermediate files, generating project files, and reopening the editor will fix the problem with the state tree component? My heart tells me it's gonna not fix it, and I'm gonna be a very sad panda about it, but maybe there's a glimmer of hope that it does fix it. Yeah, there's always a chance, right? Okay. Moment of truth. Nope. Oh my god. Ah. That is very disappointing. So hear me out. What if I were to call this... So like, what if I call this like player state tree component? And then I go like here, and then down here, and we try it again. Will I have 3 state tree components now? The world may never know. Okay. Because if this doesn't work, I don't know what do I have to do. I wonder if anyone else online has had issues. But I don't even know how you describe this problem. So like UE5, C++, 2 components are created at once. Creating multiple components in constructor. No. Yeah. This one's tough to Google. Also, there's the UE5 gas course, and then there's Unreal Engine. Show and explore. Is this the engine that I think it is? Yeah, 5.5 release. So yeah, one of these days I should probably get latest on it. So yeah, I think there's a shit ton of commits that I'm missing. There it is. And God knows what will happen if I pull. I assume it's going to explode. But I really should. You know, maybe next week I'll do that. You know, worst comes to worst, I can just re-download the engine from latest. Okay. Booyah! Now we have one. Hooray. And now see, yeah, we get this breakpoint. And I think we're gonna get the other breakpoint too, right? No. Okay. Okay. We're cooking, I think. So let's keep going for like the next 10 minutes. Try to make something happen. Because yeah, what I need to do, I should be able to, at least what I'm hoping for. So let's just close out of everything we don't need at the moment. So we have like this instance data, right? So the instance type, I have my instance data. Am I able to say like context dot like, is there get instance data? And then like dot something, or do I have to say, for example, so can I initialize local data of type with our value of constant data? So, What should I do? There's this get internal data. Yeah, there's this instance data, and then there's this like listener data. Maybe I can, let's just do this one thing at a time. So can I bring this back? So essentially this. Ah. let's see. So now I should be able to say like context, so like get owner. And then can I just do like a player controller PC equals context get owner, but then I gotta just do cast a player controller that. Hopefully I should be able to do if and then I mean, is that all correct? I don't know. Can I say PC get, or is it just like enhanced input or input component? So can I say something along the lines of like if you enhanced input component equals enhanced you enhanced component and can I then say maybe that's okay? So let's try this one more time. Because yeah, we have this listener task, we have the in reference actor. Definitely would need to probably make some context stuff, I don't know. But there is the BP state tree evaluator base, which doesn't do anything really. Just prints out hello. What's this? Right. So tag to. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay, code successful. So what I'm hoping we can do, so we're in idle, right? So we're gonna say melee combo 0. And then add child state, we'll say melee combo 1. And we'll do tasks for debug text. We'll say melee combo 0. Copy that. And that. Change it to a 1. Oops. So we got melee combo 0, right? Now, is there anything for state tree? Start debugger traces. I think there's debug visual logger. And there's a state tree one. Can I just do disable all but this? So there's gas course AI control, and then this is mine. So ticking these tasks. Now, moment of truth. to fix this issue. Wavy Creative, I did answer your question a long time ago. I think maybe you didn't hear me. But yeah, just jump into things. Figure out what kind of mechanics you want to make, what kind of game you want to make, and start looking for tutorials. Just, dive in head first and see what's going on. So, okay. So we get to here and we get to here. So we get if is not valid, we're saying state tree context is not initialized properly. Interesting. Does that cause the editor to crash? So is it the issue that it's happening within a Lambda? I don't know. So let's see. Can we say like input component, bind action value, bind action. What's you doing today? Input, state trees, what's up with all that witchcraft? Yeah. I'm trying to get something to work within state tree so I can have like some sort of melee combo tracker within state tree, but maybe I'm just thinking incorrectly in that regards. So F enhanced input action event binding. F enhanced input event binding. Let me go into my player character real quick. We do some bindings. So binding action by tag. Where's it in the base class? Should be like a bind action. No. Interesting. No, it makes sense. I guess it's in the player. So there's bind action by tag. But yeah, I'm not really. So it needs an F input action value, maybe. So can I say, okay, because I want to try just one more thing before we call it a night. I need to go task here. Can I make something like this? So like, void send input event. But I don't want to do that much. I just want to do this, right? Now can I say like bind action, action name, got that trigger event. It's good. Let's just do. Do I also have that in the input listener event? tag. So I want to do a trigger event triggered. So then context dot owner. Then function name. What's the name of the? So can I just say send? Okay. It's not a class, I guess. Do I have to do something like this? It's an input event. So it definitely doesn't like it. So that's a good start. Okay, so the camera is lagging. Okay, good to know. Thank you. I think it's because my computer is struggling so much to keep up with the coding and stuff like that. But thank you. I will try to match the output FPS and hope for the best. Does it have to be a null point? Does that even have to be a pointer? And that's not very happy about that either. Is there an example for bind action? Because I do bind action by tag. Jesus, senior streams 12 years ago, Unreal UDK, that's old. Yeah, man, I'm pretty old. And I'm still struggling with this stuff, you know. Always something to learn. Bind action, you've got the U object. So input action, we got the trigger event, we got the U object, right? Do I have to do anything like that? No. No. F name, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, it needs the input action. So can I just say like const U input action? That's awesome. Were you working on the field already back then? No, I was learning in college. And you know, slowly made tutorials, brought stuff up online, eventually got into the industry. Excuse me. We know that's not the problem, and then it's E trigger event, and then the U object. Now, is it because of that? Oh, maybe it's because... Does this have to be a U function? Is this not? So yeah. So invalid use of keyword U function. It may only appear in class interface and interface scopes. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, that doesn't help our situation at all. What can I do here? Because I thought it would have to be a U function in order for this to work. Let's see. Okay, let's see. How can I bind this correctly according to the AI? So something like that. Okay. Can I say... And then can I convert this argument from typecast? So it says it's a const thing. So cannot convert this argument from type const to type function is missing const qualifier. So I'm guessing I have to do it like that. No. Is it in the front? So const. Still no. The lambda itself must be const. To be honest, I don't know anything about lambdas. I'm fucking dumb as hell. So maybe you're right. But I don't know where I would need to put the const identifier here. So it's not here, is it? No. Not there either. Definitely not that. Now this bind action, I think I need to do context.getOwner for that. So it says to do it like that. But that's a no-go. And that's not a thing. Now, is it because this input action is const? I doubt it, but let's see. No. I put action value. Do I have to do something like that or like that? No. I don't do something like that. No. That's also not okay. Let's see. Can it don't explain it, but like find problems. And I know it needs to blah blah blah. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Like, is this anything? No, also not a thing. Just running into walls with state tree stuff, man. I feel so dumb. What am I not getting here? Let's see. Ah! What did I do? So it's being called from a lambda in enter state, which is a const member function, but sendEvent itself is not marked as const. Since the lambda captures this in a const method, it can only call other const methods. To fix this, send input needs to be marked as const in both the header and implementation. So here, and here. That's what I did. But yeah, it's still a problem. Yes, I am working at CD Projekt Red on Witcher 4. And yeah, I promise, I don't do any coding on The Witcher. I'm just gameplay designer. I'm just trying to learn how to code in my free time. I'm talented in other ways, I promise. Yeah, but maybe state tree is just not the way to go. Or do I do, for example, input component, and then like, I feel like, I don't know why that doesn't work. I don't. I remember you made plugins for UE4 like 10 years ago. I don't think I ever made plugins, but I made tutorials if that's what you're kind of referring to. Still no. Still no. And no viable function. And I'm really disappointed in myself. I don't know why I can't get this to work. I wonder if I can... Yeah, I really need to call it a night soon. The input component, find action, say instance. Input, listener data, dot input action. I'm always forgetting how to do lambdas. Programming 101 dumb stuff takes more time than a lot of things. True. Super duper true. Like, I know how to do this stuff in like in other ways, like but maybe is this the problem? Like, can I do like context dot get owner? So it has to be this. So this part works. No. Like, can I just say context dot send? So yeah, now I don't even have the context anymore. So I don't even know what I need to do there. So I wonder if I can do something like this. Change the signature there. Then do Are you originally Serbian? No, I'm not originally Serbian, but I lived in Serbia for a couple of years. All right. Let's see if this even compiles. Remember Ference? Yes. Yes, I remember Ference. Ference has a beard now. He always had a little bit of like facial hair stubble. If it's a big beard, then that's pretty cool. I'm doxing you and you're not angry. I'm moving to another channel. I mean, so be it. you know, the audience we have is small enough, and you know, I trust people. Yeah, so we're definitely so yeah, this also is failing. I mean, I might have to just give up on. Well, also, I don't know what the heck is going on here. Like, this prompt thing, how do I get this out? Like, I feel like there's a portion of code that I'm just not seeing. Like, all this seems to be broken. I don't know what I'm deleting. Yeah, but it just seems kind of useless at the moment, so. Yeah, so here's the exit state, here's everything. So yeah, it just fails. Ask a GPT. Well, I've been asking the built-in writer stuff, and it's just not really helping. So yeah, at this point, I don't want to keep banging my head against the wall. I'll have to come back to it again. So it was basically 2 hours of a nothing burger. So all the info was from online. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm pretty open with myself online, so hopefully I don't get screwed over for that. So I think that's where I'm gonna end it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you aren't already, make sure you join our Discord. We can try to help each other out there. Also, make sure to follow me here on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. It'd be much appreciated. We're going to raid First Crimson as usual. So thank you so much. And yeah, a sexy police outfit at one point in time. Yes, I did. So enough creeping on me online. Enjoy the raid, and see you soon.